My name is Rebecca Harris, and I'm from New Mexico in the USA. I'm 38 years old, and I started looking into weight loss surgery when I had taken several falls. And I had looked all over the internet to try to find the right place for me. And I ended up settling on Bariatric Mexico with Dr. Garcia, mainly due to location. I didn't qualify for any insurance or anything like that because I didn't have any pre-existing conditions. So I needed a doctor that was willing to look at my case beyond all of the referrals. And so we ended up speaking with Laura, our personal coordinator, and the process was really simple. From the application to the approval and all of the reservations that were made for it. And everything went smoothly up to coming here to Mexico. We chose Cabo partially because of the location. We'd never been here. And all of our friends who have come, just the rave reviews about being here in Cabo. So we thought we'd make it a little bit of a exploration trip.
Yep.
And have surgery at the same time.
Right. So one of the challenges that we ran into prior to doing this was, where do you start? How do you begin? Where does this start? And it just starts doing your homework, doing your research. And when she came to me and said, I want to check this out, we need to go do this, I said, okay, well, what is that going to entail? What do we have to do? And Laura, who she's been communicating with, did a fantastic job. She answered every single question that we had, put me at ease from minute one. I'm just naturally cautious, so I was kind of, oh, wait a minute, hold on. You need to answer this question. I can't see doing this, but she answered every one and didn't skip a beat.
I had looked at several weight loss clinics in the United States and in Mexico, and it was the better financial choice for us. Just because we knew it needed to be done, but I didn't want to pay $18,000 to $25,000 in the United States. So that led us to really make our decision concrete to go with Dr. Garcia here.
So once we decided to go forward, then we purchased plane tickets and we supply the deposit and we start the process. We get on our plane from Durango, Colorado, and had no problems there, and went to Phoenix, Arizona with no problems there. Boarded the plane in Phoenix, made it to Cabo San Lucas at a pretty reasonable time. The airport personnel were very friendly and they spoke very good English, which was good for me. I struggle with español, so I was really nervous at the start. Once we met up with the driver, he was very courteous, very friendly, very nice man, very punctual, and very straight to the point. He brought us here and checked us in, and he communicated what time he was going to pick us up and where we needed to be, and he answered all my questions before I could ask him. I mean, he beat me to it. So he did a great job. And then the next morning, they picked us up right on time, like he said he would, and took us right down the street to see Dr. Garcia, which was surprising because
we laughed.
We walked down to the pier and back and walked right past the hospital thinking, well, maybe...
Is that
it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. We'll find out tomorrow. So we went in, and both of us, I think it'd be safe to say both of us were just really, really scared. We're just very nervous. Beyond nervous. We were
at the point where I thought, it's okay, I can always back out. It's okay, I'll only lose that $1,000. That's okay. And once I got to speak with Dr. Garcia, and I spoke with him several times prior to surgery, he made me completely at ease. And from that point, I didn't worry about it. He even spoke with me in the operating room. It's okay. He answered all of my questions. And that really made me comfortable and say, all right, it's okay, we can go through this. All the staff was nice. We communicated well. They were very, very attentive to anything we needed. There was never a sour moment between any of us. and we spoke to Dr. Garcia several times each day to make sure we were doing okay, and that was just really comforting to have such a caring, understanding doctor, and the nurses really
They took really good care of you.
being attentive.
Very
to us.
attentive.
I experienced discomfort, but that was everything we knew that was going to be. Otherwise, I had no problems whatsoever, and
Yeah, so we went through the procedure, and me being a caring husband was just scared out of my mind. I'm in the room, I'm panicking because I don't know anything, I don't know what's going on. And then Dr. Garcia comes in, and he has a certain way to communicate that I don't think I've ever seen. He's a very genuine individual, very personable,
calming.
very calm. He came in, he told me exactly what occurred, exactly what went on, and just pretty much put me at ease, so much at ease that I had to sit down. I felt like I was going to pass out. He did such a great job taking care of her and telling me what I did, or telling me what he did. I sat down and just thanked the Lord that everything turned out okay. And shortly after that, she came into the room, and from then on, very, very periodically, they were
Very
checking on you
regular.
very regularly.
Yeah.
They'd come in, say, "Hi, my name is," I remember Victor, and then there was Lupita, and a few other
Rosario.
people. Very personable, made it very, very pleasurable experience for the most part. And then the next day, it was the same. It was continued through, what is today? Wednesday, Thursday. Today's Thursday. The days all ran together. When you're sleeping in a hospital, it's hard to keep them straight. I mean, it's just the way it is. But each day they'd come in and they'd check on both of us, not just her, primarily her, but me as well. And that was a big plus. I didn't expect that. I've been in hospitals before she's had
Me.
a couple shoulder surgeries, so I kind of got a taste of what the American side of the hospital treatment is. And this was completely different. I wouldn't say one is bad or great, but this really changed my view on how we need to be. So Dr. Garcia and his team made it very personable. I was concerned about the language barrier. I was scared to death, and they saw that, they recognized it, and we worked through it. It went fine. And then this morning, we finished up with a few more treatments of antibiotics, a couple other things, nothing big. Did a final check and gave us all of our paperwork. And
Completely gave us everything, and we needed to continue healing when we got back home. And that also set my mind at ease too. How am I going to do this? I have a few friends at home that have done it back in the United States, and so I had a support network, but the information he gave us, all of the test results we got back, all of our the video of the procedure, that's just going to help my doctors and everybody else I see from now on, so that they know exactly what had happened. And that's just the continuity of care that you get, that I have gotten from Dr. Garcia, and that I plan on communicating with him for the next several months, before and after, just so that he can have a peace of mind what he got out from this.
that was probably one of the biggest things that stood out to me today, was he made it an adamant point that we reach back and talk and communicate. He said it 4 or 5 times. He's really concerned about my wife. He really was. I could really tell. And every time he came into the room, he always shook my hand, every single time. Every single time. He took enough time to say, "Hi, how are you doing today?" 2 minutes is all it took. And that makes a world of difference when somebody comes in from another part of the world and is petrified beyond belief for any kind of just communication and procedure. And he completely and utterly set me at ease every single time he came in the room. So
He made it a point
yeah.
to let us know that he was available when we needed him.
That's
also.
right. That's
So
right.
not just when he came in. If we would have needed something, I have no doubt that he would have come in as soon as he could have
Yeah.
to help us. Overall, I would recommend Bariatric Mexico and Dr. Garcia in Los Cabos, Mexico for your weight loss procedure.